I'm going to use this podium a little bit just so that I have something to hide behind. Can you guys hear me okay? And let me get my glasses on so I can see some of the notes that I wrote down. As some of you already know, this has kind of been a surprise and kind of just snuck up on us, and it's very overwhelming. So hopefully I'll be able to get through some of the things that I want to say today without too much problem. We have been humbled and blessed to have such great family around us and friends around us. There's a leads group that meets every week, and I'm part of this leads group. It's called the Snake River Business Networking Group. And how many of you are in that group here today? You want to raise your hand or clap or something? There you go. There's a few of them. I'm also part of the Chamber of Commerce, and there's ambassadors that I meet with all the time. Ambassadors, any of you here too? Okay, very good. And then I've got friends that are here that are just friends that have come and helped us out and support our family. If you want to raise your hand, friends of the family. And then, thank you. And then I have all of our immediate family right here in the front. I've got my wife and my kids and my sisters and my mom and dad, and Deanna's sister is here. So I appreciate all of them that have come. And then there's just other friends here that maybe I haven't even met yet or have come because somebody else has invited them here. So I appreciate all of you coming. There's some specific people that put this together for me, and I really do appreciate all the hard work that they put in. And some people have put in a bunch of hard work, and I don't even know who they are, but these are the ones that I know. Liz Hall, she works for CTR. Carrie Eskridge put the event together. I appreciate everything that she's done. Robin Stanhope, she has also been key in putting this all together. I'm sure there's more. There's Becky at Core Cycle. I know Jared. I know that there's a lot of other people that have helped, so I appreciate everybody that's been able to help put this together. I also have a couple of dear friends of our family. Mark and Heidi Wasden are here, and Isaac and Jana Bateman have helped out in getting the word out to people. So I thought I would take a little bit of time. I don't know how many of you know my story, and I don't know how many of you want to know my story, but I thought I would tell a little bit about my story just so that you know where I've been and where I am right now. So about 4.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with melanoma cancer in my leg. And it was a small spot, probably the size of a dime. And it was black. And I didn't think much of it, but it was kind of itchy. So I went into a dermatologist, and they diagnosed it. They, took it out and then diagnosed that it was cancerous. And so the first thing I want to do is just tell all of you that if you do have something that you're worried about, a black spot on your leg or arm or back or something, it's as easy as going to a dermatologist. They look you over. It doesn't hurt. There's nothing bad about it. And they can tell you really quickly whether you have something serious or not. So if for nothing else, if that helps somebody tonight, then that is great. Go in and see if there is something that maybe a dermatologist can help you out with. But in my case, it was pretty far along, and they referred me immediately to the Huntsman Center down in Salt Lake. And so I drove down to the Huntsman Center, and they told me that it was serious and that it probably had migrated, probably had, I don't know if they call it metastasized or whatever it is, but so they did some tests, and they found out that, I had a surgery. So they cut out the part that was cancerous in my leg, and then they also detected that there was some cancer in my lymph nodes up in my up in my hip area. So they had to have I had to have a second surgery, and that was taking out all the lymph nodes in my right upper leg or my hip. And after that was done, they thought that the cancer was gone. And so they sent me home and they said, we think that you're probably done. We think we probably got it all. And so we were kind of relieved, and they offered me a chance to help other people and to be kind of a guinea pig, or a, what do you call that when somebody, a clinical trial, there you go. So I volunteered to be in a clinical trial, and I went every couple of weeks, I think it was, and we went back up, and they gave me some medicine that they were trying to see if it would help with melanoma cancer patients. So we went up there probably for about 2 years, and at the end of the 2 years, we felt really confident because that's a milestone. And after the 2 years, I felt a small lump in my right leg, up in my thigh, and it bothered me. We went to the Huntsman Center again, and they said for sure it's melanoma cancer again. And so I think we're just going to cut it out again. So my third surgery, they just went in and removed the cancerous portions. After that surgery, I was healing, and but I started to notice some blue spots on my upper leg, and again went back to the Huntsman Center, and those blue spots were just melanoma starting to form again on the top of my skin. So the next stage was to take some shots every 2 weeks, and so we went back to the Huntsman Center every 2 weeks, and I got between 8 and 20 shots in my leg to try and kill the cancer. And during that time, I should say during this whole time, family and friends have been praying for me and fasting for me, and I was definitely struggling, and I was struggling with faith. I was struggling with my belief, and but I still had hope. And on the way home, I started to think and pray, what can I do to fight back? What can I do to fight back? Because right now, just things are happening to me, and I'm just going in, and people, they're just doing surgeries. And into my mind came the word vegan. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. What is vegan? I don't know what a vegan does. I don't know. Is that, do I need to be granola? What am I going to do? So I get home and I search vegan, and I started doing some research on my own. What can I do? Is there something I can do to fight back? And so I found a program that was a type of vegan program, no animal protein and no sugar, no salt, mostly plants. So it's a plant-based diet. And so I've been on a plant-based diet for about 1.5 years. And those of you that have seen me in the chamber, you know what I looked about 1.5 years ago, right? I had fat around here, and I've lost probably 40 or 50 pounds just by being on a plant-based diet. And so after I had these shots, everything started to get better, and the blue spots on my legs started to go away, and they did some biopsies, and the biopsies were negative. I didn't have any cancer left, and so I thought that I had beat it. And about 4 months ago, I was going into a routine CT scan at the Huntsman Center, and they discovered that there were some lymph nodes that were growing bigger, and one behind my knee, and then another one I felt in my leg. And this last few months have been very, very hard. So they started me on treatment it's not called chemotherapy, it's called immunotherapy. So instead of killing off my immune system, this boosts my immune system way high. And so the last 3 months I've been doing the immunotherapy, and it comes with a price as well. And I don't know where I'm at yet, but I got to the point where I felt like I couldn't do it anymore, and I needed help. And that's a humbling time. So I reached out to my family, and I reached out to some friends, and I just, I, I don't know what I needed. So I talked to Liz. She was sitting at a table by herself, and I knew I had to talk to her. And she was the one that started this whole thing. So I thank you for that. And then my family has stepped up, and my friends have stepped up, and my church has stepped up, and they have just rallied around us. And I feel like I'm not doing it by myself anymore. I feel like there's more people out there that are wanting to help. And so it's been such relief. It's been a huge relief to go to Four Roots and just pick up some food. And I'm drinking carrot and apple juice to try and stay healthy during this time, and to try to keep my immune system just as strong as it can to fight. So I've got to thank everybody here, every single person. And I know there's a lot more that aren't here that couldn't come because of the coronavirus stuff. But I appreciate everybody out there that has helped to put this together, that came and bought food, that have donated stuff, and it's just been overwhelming. So I'm not even looking at my notes. Okay, so that's all the doom and gloom. I must say, I have learned more in the last 4.5 years than I've learned my whole life. I've learned more about myself, about family, about prayer, about miracles. I have had miracles along the way. It's not all terrible, but it does take a toll. I've had questions. I've had deep, difficult discussions with God. Why are some people healed and some people not? Why do some people live and some people die? Who chooses that? I don't know that answer. I don't know if I'll be healed or if I'll ever get over it. Maybe this is just my thing to bear and learn and grow. So I am so grateful for all the generous friends and family that I have around me that have helped me through this so far. I want to thank every single person that has helped. I am humbled, and I feel all the love from you and the support. It really helps me keep hope alive. So I hope that our Father in heaven will bless each one of you for coming here, for participating, and for helping us out. So thank you all for coming. I hope you have a good evening. I wish I had a happy ending. I don't know what to say at the end. I don't know who else wants to talk. Does anybody want to talk from my table? Anybody? No? They'll probably just cry. Or,
Liz, would you like to come up and say a few words?
like you said, what you want to
I'm
do.
going to get Liz to go over some of the really awesome prizes in the back room that we are taking bids on. And that's all going to be done online for the people that are at home that cannot be here tonight. She's going to explain some of the prizes.
We need and what can we do? Whew. Anyway, so on to good things. For those people that aren't here and those are here, everything that we are donating tonight goes to Clint. So we have a donation jar. If you take it to Four Roots, we'll buy more gift cards so that Clint can eat. That's our biggest goal, is to make sure that Clint has food. That's why we're doing this. It's very important for him to be able to have the nutrition that he needs and for him to be able to eat. If you're not here and you're watching this on Facebook, there is a link. So please go on there. The bidding stops at around 8:10 for all the silent auction items. Jared with Reader Flying Service donated a flight around the canyon for 3 people, including himself. There's some awesome baskets back there for Float Magic. Clint's family donated an amazing cooler with, did you make the quilt that's in there?
No, a friend gave that.
Okay, but it's an amazing denim quilt that's in there. There's another denim quilt or another quilt that's online also. There's a ton of awesome baskets. There's 30 pounds of cheese. 40 pounds of cheese. And an amazing cooler backpack. Becky was walking around here with it. I mean, I can maybe get her to walk around with it again if people want to see that. And
The what?
the backpack.
Yeah, no, that's not.
There's also a Float Magic basket back there that's opening soon. It's a float center that's going to be really good for people's health and immunity. I'm trying to think. There's a hotel stay at the Fairfield Inn and Suite. There's a hotel stay at the Fillmore Inn, which is a bed and breakfast, and she'll make you breakfast, specialized breakfast. Becky, what else? You might have to come up here and help me.
Jeremy has breakfast, right, Jeremy?
Jeremy, do you have breakfast? Are you going to make waffles for people?
No, not yet.
Okay, Jeremy will make waffles. Becky's going to come help me. Oh, we got a Jack's Tire donated a basket with snacks in there. There's a Thousand Springs basket with an Instapot. I have had an Instapot in my basement for 2 years and I've never opened it. It's really bad. There's a massage. There's that quilt that's got leaves on it. There's a power of attorney, guys, that's a $1,200 value. So get on there and bid on that. There's a photo session. There's a private dinner for 10. That's an Italian style dinner. There's an Idaho Swagalicious basket. There's the hotel stay. There's a basket from Great Harvest that's got goodies. There's golf at Canyon Springs. At Canyon Springs. There is carpet cleaning and a beauty basket with a hair dryer. There's barbecue. And then if you just want to donate some gift cards, there's that on there too. So it's open till 8:15. So get on there and bid. And the website is www.32auctions.com/blackout. I think Ryan can link it up there, so it'll be linked. And other than that, thank you guys for coming. There's a photo booth. Go get your pictures taken. Have some fun. Yes. Do you want to say something? Absolutely. Please come take the mic for me.
Okay, guys, in 10 minutes, we're going to do the raffle. So if anybody wants one of the raffle tickets for the flag or for the mall gift certificates, see Liz or myself. 7:45, we're drawing for that raffle. Mama's going to talk. We're going to give her the mic.
Thank you. So I just wanted to be one of the people who thank you. I'm the mama, and so you know what my feelings are and how much we care about our son. He's a good man, and I recommend him to anyone because he is a great, honest, kind, thoughtful person. And it is hard for me at the moment to see him struggle. And I just thank you so much for being part of the struggle, being part of the lifters, being part of the helpers, being part of the friendliness that he needs. And I am so eternally grateful for all that you have done and will probably continue to do to wrap your arms around this family and help them through this struggle. Thank you so very much.
Well, I'm the dad, and being a father, it's hard to see your child go through the challenges that Clint's going through and has gone through. But I want to just take a minute and tell you the character of this son of mine. It's going to be a little churchy for some of you, but that you're just going to have to take it. So he went on a church mission to Colombia. And halfway through that 2-year mission, they called up all the American missionaries and said, you've got to get out of Colombia because it's too dangerous for you to stay there. And at that particular time, Clint was living on the border of Colombia and Ecuador. So the church decided to send him on into Ecuador to finish his 2 years. While there, he met a Dr. Zambrano, a dentist, and he brought him into our church. And while we went and got Clint after his mission, we got to meet Dr. Zambrano. Well, as life proceeds, we formed a charitable foundation, and one trip we took to Tijuana, Mexico. And while we were working in Tijuana, Clint was with us. And Dr. Zambrano, I don't know how he did it, but called us. And he says, well, Clint, what are you doing? And he says, well, we're here helping 2 Catholic orphanages repair some of their buildings and helping them do a better job. And Dr. Zambrano, immediately in Quito, Ecuador, says, well, I want to do that. Well, with that note, Clint and I started to work with Dr. Zambrano. And over the last 22 years, Dr. Zambrano has been doing unbelievable, miraculous medical and dental things in Ecuador. We had a big celebration on the Galapagos Islands just 2 years ago that Dr. Zambrano put together. Susan and I were there, and after that 20-year celebration, he got up, Dr. Zambrano, in his country, he had served over 1 million people. And I attribute all of that to Clint. That would never have happened if he hadn't gone on his church mission and brought Dr. Zambrano into the church. And Dr. Zambrano was totally converted to helping the poor and the needy of his country. I've told him many times, and I saw him just 2 weeks ago, I've told him many times, if there is anybody in Ecuador that should deserve the Outstanding Citizen Award, it should be you, Washington Zambrano. And Clint just has done miraculous things in his life. He's done hard things in his life. And he's got a lot of fight. He's got a lot of life living left. And I hope and pray to God every night that he will extend his life to where he'll be able to continue to do the great work that he's done in the past. Clint, we love you. And we hope this will get better. Thank you very much for supporting the Clint and his family. Thank you, Clint.
Okay, folks, do we have anybody else like to share? Looks like we're done. Once again, folks, that website for those people that are at home is www.32auctions.com/blackout. That's so you can bid on the auction tonight. Thank you for being here and have a great night.